welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Scarlett here today, and if you are new, hit the subscribe button down below so you do not miss a future upload. And today we're hitting the grind again with another part of my new mini-series. So this is going to be actually my ABBA top 10 songs streamed on Spotify of all time. So this isn't just from my Spotify Wrapped like I did at the end of 2024. So without further ado, let's just get into my top 10 ABBA songs of all time. Okay, so this song is kind of like all over the songs. The songs are kind of all over the place. So the first one on my list is Super Trooper. That is one of my absolute favorite songs. I feel like I listened to it like a lot in the last like several years just because it gives me like motivation, and like I know it's like a girl singing about a guy that she's dating. He comes to the show in Glasgow, and you know the lyrics like that, but like the Super Trooper lights are gonna find me. That was like such a motivational piece for me for some reason. Like, that's why I love it so much. Number 2, this one's because I'm a hopeless romantic. It is Andante Andante. One of these days, I'm hoping my life turns out to be like an ABBA song. The romantic ones, not like The Winner Takes It All. I know a lot of people have a lot of things that happen like that, but I don't claim that energy for myself. But, Andante Andante, I just want to be that song, man. Number 3 is Don't Shut Me Down. Now, this song specifically, I remember it because the time it came out in 2021 with the ABBA Voyage project, it was around the time I was going through some hell and high water personally for myself. So I felt like that and I Still Have Faith in You were like 2 of the songs that really got me through the year following the hardest part of my life. If you guys know, some stuff happened to me. I won't get into it that much, but it was like that anthem, like, I'm fired up, don't shut me down, I'm gonna get through this. And then again, backsided with the fact that I still have faith in you. I reminded myself of who I was, and like, you know, the lyrics, like, I know it was more about sentimental, like, friendship, like the ABBA people are, Anita, Frida, Bjorn, and Benny, but I digress. Number 4 on this list also goes to a part of my life where it was If It Wasn't for the Nights. It was just an anthem for me, and I listened to it every day. Easily relatable, even though it was more about, like, again, a relationship. It was just me, like, having a hard time at night, you know, things that were going on in my life. So I will say that ABBA, I don't think anybody from ABBA will ever see this. Thank you for making music that was so relatable to this now 23-year-old girl that was going through some personal hell and high water a couple years ago, because your music literally, like, was my comfort blanket. So definitely, If It Wasn't for the Nights was definitely my anthem there for a while. Number 5. I can't keep count. I have my list right here. I wrote it down after looking at favorite group of music and doing analytic measurements for this one. Is Just an Ocean. So I'm actually really happy about like some of the songs on here because they were literally from their new album. So like I've listened to them, like the new album, so much from 2021. So that makes my little heart happy because I was like so excited but also nervous how the album would actually come out, because I knew about like the ABBA Voyage or the ABBA avatars, and like I didn't know how it was actually going to be back then. So Just an Ocean, I know it was like recorded originally like in the 70s, and then they added like new music, or Benny did something to like the arrangements or something. I can't remember, the story escapes me now, but Just an Ocean, it was like getting to like have a piece of history of ABBA from back then but now, if that makes sense. Number 6, y'all are gonna probably, depending if you're like not a new viewer, you guys aren't gonna be surprised by this, but if you are a new viewer, hi, thanks for subscribing or checking this video out because it's ABBA. It's La Reina de Ballet, Dancing Queen in Spanish. It just hits different in a different language. I love Dancing Queen. That was my anthem in 2019 when I turned 17. It's still the song that most of my family associates with me, even though I'm no longer 17, I'm 23, but the Spanish version, they just did something with the vocal performance, Anita and Frida, for this specific version of Dancing Queen in Spanish. It just hits different. Just totally hits different. Number 7 is Head Over Heels. So this is off the, oh my goodness, I'm blanking out on the album. It's from the 1981 or 82 album. I cannot remember it for the life of me while I'm recording this. I will put it on the screen because your girl is literally blanking out. But I really loved this song a lot later, like now, more so. It's just like, you know, you see her or you hear her voice everywhere taking the, you know, she's the leading lady. Like, it was so advanced for its time, because at the time when it was done in the 80s, women were finally getting their voices, like after the bra burnings and like, women's suffrage back in the 70s and 60s, so on and so forth. This was like a time where women were really in the workforce. So like, she's the leading lady, like she keeps going head over heels, taking the opportunity she's given and going through unknown jungles every day. And like Frida was definitely that kind of woman, like for sure. Like the music video, I love the music video so much. Also, I think it's kind of funny that Bjorn plays her husband in the video, which is so funny, or boyfriend, whatever. Number 8 is Our Last Summer. Now this song has become a favorite more recently, so that's why it's like going up on my Spotify. I just love it so much. It's just so nostalgic. Like, even though I wasn't like a kid of the flower power, that's where I feel like my soul escapes to, is longing for, because I'm definitely an old soul at heart. If you guys aren't new to my channel, but if you are new, you will tell if you sit there and watch any of my videos talking about ABBA, Carpenters, Bee Gees, Andy Gibb, Perry Como, Charlie Pride. I feel like I'm supposed to be from another era, living in another era, but I love Our Last Summer. It's so nostalgic. Number 9, again, another track from the Voyage album, When You Dance With Me. I love this song, especially specifically around St. Patrick's Day. Specifically, I don't know why I associate When You Dance With Me with St. Patrick's Day. I think I talked about that in my Spotify ABBA Wrapped video from the end of last year. But it's just the way, it's just like, so, I don't know. So like, I think it's more like Scottish, Irish combined music. I can't remember. I remember Benny or Bjorn talked about that track, I think, in a video background when ABBA Voyage came out. I just love that song so much. Between that one and Don't Shut Me Down, those are like my top 2 off the album next to I Still Have Faith in You. And rounding up the top 10 songs of all time on my Spotify like stuff, I don't even know how that far back this goes, to be honest, is The Name of the Game. Now, this song I know now is being played a lot because of my Spotify AI DJ, picking up on the fact that I'm getting into ABBA the album from 77 or 78. I forget which year it was released because of I know the movie came out too around that time. My brain doesn't remember dates. The Name of the Game, it's just, I was an impossible case, like so flirtatious. Like any girl or guy would love to be in like that catch and release, like flirtatious, like with somebody that they like know, and like, flirting and like crushing, and like, well, is it a crush when you're an adult? I don't know how that works, because hello. But yeah, I love The Name of the Game. But those are my top 10 songs of all time streamed on Spotify for ABBA. Before we like wrap up this video, I did want to do like a couple of honorable mentions, because I had more on my list, but because I like doing just like the top 10. So another one that was on my list, but I didn't like, it's like number 11, number 12, is actually Little Things from their, again, ABBA. I'm just gonna vouch for ABBA Voyage. That one is also because I listen to it at Christmas a lot, and I love the fact that we actually have like 2 songs for like the holiday season now for ABBA specifically. So of course, Happy New Year, and then of course Little Things. I just love the warmth of Agnetha and Frida's older vocals on it, and it gives it more of like a nostalgic, cozy Christmas feel. And then another song that was an honorable mention, which I'm surprised it has fallen down so low, because this is my baby. It's what made me fall in love with ABBA like wholeheartedly in 2017, early 2018, was Ring Ring. Both versions, the English and the Swedish version. That is like my baby. Like, I love the Ring Ring album so much. A lot of people, like, depending on which way they like go on their debut album, that album, I love it. It's what introduced the world to ABBA first, before the Eurovision Song Contest in 1974. Of course, that's how a lot of people found out about ABBA and they got their stardom. But Ring Ring is just like that little baby. Like, I love that song so much. And I think it was also fun to find out that Neil Sedaka wrote the English version of it, or helped to do the lyrics for the English version. Blew my mind when I found that out. And then one of the last songs that's like an honorable mention that I'm surprised has fallen down on my categories is Mamma Mia. I literally have a playlist of like all my ABBA songs. So I like I've talked about in another video, I don't do like playing of like certain albums anymore, or like certain things. I have playlists, so your girl needs to just like start listening to her ABBA playlist and get her vibes for this like year to see which songs at the end of the year are going to end up being my Spotify Wrapped. But thank you guys so much for watching this new video on my channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this new mini series. Let me know in a comment below of another artist you guys would like to see. I can definitely go and look for like Charlie Pride if you guys are country fans. Old classics like Perry Como. I digress. But I will catch you guys in one of our next videos, which hopefully soon. Love you. Bye.